everyone and welcome to our channel. If you're new here, my name's Lauren and this is Jo, and in this video we're going to take you around Karnak Temple in Luxor.
Remember to like and subscribe for more tips and tricks on how to travel the world on a budget.
Just giving us a minibar price list. When we got to Cairo airport, because it was an internal flight, it was obviously a lot of locals, and I don't think, well, they all seemed to know exactly where we were going when we said Luxor, because all the tourists were going on that flight. First you had to go through like 3 sets of security, and on the last set of security they weren't going to let us through because they were saying our flight is closed. Bearing in mind we were 3 hours early for our flight.
Which it said to do, it said to get there about 7.
Yeah, it said to get there for 7, we were flying at 10, so they weren't going to let us through. No, your gate's closed. So we were like, it isn't. Trying to talk to them, they don't obviously speak much English, which we wouldn't expect with a, an internal flight. Anyway, stood there for ages. Finally managed to show them that they could read English, to show them our tickets so they could see what time we were going, and then that was fine, got through there. And then get here, and there's a big sign when you first get to Luxor airport, and it's got all the taxi prices on it and all the different sections of where you might be going, so like inner city or the West Bank, which is the opposite side of the Nile to what we're on.
Bear in mind we didn't actually know whereabouts our hotel was. No,
I knew it was sort of in the inner city, so I knew we should be paying us about 70 Egyptian pounds to go to the inner city from the airport. So I took a picture of the board with all the taxi prices on it so that when we got outside we wouldn't get ripped off. First person quoted us $40 US. On the board, telling us
it was the old price for the board.
Yeah, on the board it was about £3, and he was trying to tell us it was $40 US. So about what, £35? So a big difference. He was saying no, that board's wrong, it's an old board. On the bottom of the board it has like a complaints number, and it says that each taxi driver should have this chart in their cars, which they did. And then, so we ended up arguing with this guy, didn't we? He'd already like whipped our suitcases away, put them in the back of this taxi. So we're demanding him to get them out, and then walked away. Says no, we're not having it. He was saying, trying to negotiate, but I wasn't interested after he tried to charge us.
Took all the bags out of the car and walked off.
And he was shouting at us and stuff. So then we walked away, and then one of the guards came up to us, and a different taxi guy came up to us and said, 70 Egyptian pounds, which I thought was probably about right because we are a little bit out of the centre. And then when we got round to the car, he doubled it, so that's per person.
After the guard had walked off? After
the guard had walked off, but at that point we just said, right. In Cairo there was Uber, so it was a hell of a lot easier. You had your set price there was no hassling, no negotiating, none of that. So we're coming down here, it's been a bit stressful because we haven't got Uber anymore, and people are trying to charge you $40 US to go about 20 minutes down the road, which is a lot more expensive even if you was in the UK for that sort of price. Crazy money. Anyway, finally we got here, and not only that, the taxi driver dropped us off at the wrong hotel as well, so then we had to walk
about 10 minutes with more people hassling us, saying, well, I'll take you there for free, and then just use me later on.
Our guy, the guy followed us all the way from the other hotel to this hotel, because we just wanted to walk. It's only a 10-minute walk. It wasn't long, and he was following us, kept pulling in front of us, didn't he? For free, I do it for free. And we're like, no, not interested. We just wanted to get here after all that, but we are here now, and we have actually stayed at this place a little bit nicer. If you've been following the rest of our vlogs, you'll know that usually we're in some Airbnb somewhere or some rubbish hotel, but there's a couple of pools. I can't remember the name of the hotel now, it was coming up on the TV screen a minute ago. Yeah, you get your tea and coffee maker. So this has cost about £70 a night. That's for 2 people, so £35 each.
Steigenberger.
There you go, that's what it's called. It's one of the nicer ones in Luxor, and there's a twin hotel, which is actually what the other guy dropped us off at. So we paid it was about £35 each a night. We did pay a little bit more because we wanted breakfast and dinner included, just to stop all the hassle of having to go back into the city. So you can get it for literally half the price of that, and the hotel is lovely. We'll take you around. There's another pool on that side as well, and it also looks out over the River Nile on that side. So yeah, we're quite happy with it and the price of it, and also we haven't got the hassle of trying to find food. We've been eating out, haven't we, constantly, so it's been nice to just go walking down and
have a relax.
And having your dinner there ready for you. This is when I'm at my happiest, when I have as much access to cake as possible. It's 36 degrees today. Too hot. We've actually booked on another night here because the flights back to the UK were cheaper the day after, so we decided just to stay here for another night, didn't we? Yeah. So today we're having a chill day by the pool before we do any of the historical stuff here in Luxor.
And we've got glasses of straight vodka. Like that.
Yeah.
No, we're stingy, so we just got a big bottle of water.
Yeah, which was, is it 21 Egyptian pounds?
Yeah.
How much is that? If 100's about £4.60.
About £1.
Yeah, about £1. It's more expensive than what it would be if you were to get it from a shop, but obviously it's here, so we just decided to get it instead of going out and about. Scorcher today. And it is so quiet here. It's actually a shame how quiet it is. That over there is the Nile. That over there is the Valley of Kings, where we'll be going at some point. When we can be bothered to move.
Yeah, not yet.
And we're just wasting our time here.
We're still getting asked if we want cocktails every half hour, but...
Yeah, constantly being asked. Do we have to pay for drinks here, you see, so they're pushing drinks all the time.
Yeah, so we're just sticking with the £2 water.
Yes. Which was a lot cheaper, but they put a service fee on it, but oh well. We've just arrived to Karnak temple and it costs 200 Egyptian pounds each to get into. When I've been looking online, the prices have sent a little bit lower, so I think they have upped the prices only by about 20 Egyptian pounds. It was saying for the Great Pyramids of Giza online it says they're 180 Egyptian pounds, but they're not, they were 200. So I think this last year they have upped the prices only a little bit, but it's just worth bearing in mind if you want to bring the exact change and you don't have it.
A tour guide is apparently about £100 an hour.
Yeah, Egyptian pounds, about £4. We
decided not to go for it, but I can't see many like information boards and stuff around.
Not even got through the main gates yet. It's taken us about 15 minutes to get here, and it's about 50 Egyptian pounds in the taxi. So literally about £2.50 maybe. And
yeah.
The guy's actually waiting for us outside, and he's going to wait until we finish here and then going to take us back to our hotel.
Because later the last king had the tower, so this temple was in front. Okay, one for praying.
So this is the second largest temple complex in the world. The first one is Angkor Wat in Cambodia.
I'm just literally writing that exact sentence on my Instagram story.
It was contributed to by over 30 pharaohs, and I think I've heard it was built over at least 1,000 years. So because of COVID, it is very quiet here.
Yeah, I mean there's probably what, 100 people here in the whole complex?
In the whole complex, and it is huge.
Bearing in mind when we visited Angkor Wat, there was probably about 10,000 people there.
It was heaving.
So we was expecting this to be like similar with it being the second largest in the world, but honestly it's so quiet.
It's definitely quiet. Try and get this while doing that there. So this here where we are now is the very core of Karnak temple, and it's the original temple that was built for Amun-Ra in the very earliest of the Egyptian dynasty. And then after that it just kept being built on and built on by different pharaohs for different gods, and is now the second largest temple complex in the world. And it all spans out all around that way, and then all back down there towards the entrance. And then there's Lauren.
It's about 36 degrees today. So we are roasting. All I can think about is that pool at the hotel. Apparently in the summertime it can reach about 45 degrees here, so we're quite lucky we've come in a cooler month.
This is one of the places where you can see almost all the original colours in all of the sandstone.
And if not, they've like filled it in so that you can still see the structure of the place, and then filled it in with the remaining pieces that they found. So like here, and that's like the remaining bit, but they filled it in so you can see what the structure actually looks like.
Little bunny footprints in the wall. We've just discovered some ancient Egyptian flip-flops.
We're the first people to ever discover these
Definitely.
in the whole of Egypt.
So they were just like us. They worship beetles and animals.
Yeah, we're appreciating all the cute little animal drawings everywhere, aren't we?
Yeah. This is the centre of it, the sacred lake. Basically, they had lots of different shops all around here.
And there still is shops around here.
And there still are, but now they sell tap.
Yeah.